Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're about to uncover the fascinating story behind a special coin, the United States of America $quarter Oklahoma edition from 2008. You might be thinking, it's just a quarter, right? Well, think again. This little coin has a history, design, and value that will leave you absolutely amazed. Stick around, because by the end of this video, we'll reveal exactly how much this Oklahoma state quarter could be worth. You won't want to miss this. Let's start with the background. The Oklahoma quarter is part of the 50 state quarters program, which the U.S. Mint launched back in 1999. The idea was to issue a unique quarter for each state, and they've become iconic ever since. When it comes to the Oklahoma coin from 2008, it holds a special place for collectors, not just because of its design but also due to a few fascinating factors that make it one of the most sought-after quarters in the series. If you've ever wondered about the design of this coin, you're in for a treat. The reverse side of the Oklahoma quarter features a stunning representation of the state's pride, the iconic scissor-tailed flycatcher, which is Oklahoma's state bird. The bird is perched on a branch, with a beautiful depiction of the Oklahoma plains and sky in the background. You can almost feel the vastness of the open land, which is so central to the identity of this state. The design beautifully reflects Oklahoma's nature and spirit. On the obverse, you'll see the familiar image of George Washington, which is standard across all state quarters. But it's the reverse that makes this particular coin so memorable, with that scissor-tailed flycatcher adding a distinctive touch. Now, let's talk about why this coin has become a big deal for collectors. The 2008 Oklahoma state quarter was minted in both regular circulation and in limited edition proof sets. What makes it so special and valuable? As with all coins, its condition plays a huge role in determining its worth. You see, the 2008 Oklahoma quarter might seem like a regular coin if it's been in circulation, but when you find one in mint condition, uncirculated, or part of a proof set, it starts to stand out. Some of the rarest and most valuable coins in the 50 state quarters program are those that have been released in limited numbers or have unique features like minting errors. For the Oklahoma quarter, one of the most coveted variants is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once during the minting process, causing the image to appear doubled in certain areas. These coins are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay big money for one in perfect condition. Now, the big question: how much is this quarter actually worth? If you happen to have one of these Oklahoma quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a shocking $32,000. Yes, you heard that right, $32,000 for a single quarter. That's an incredible find for anyone who happens to stumble upon one. So, next time you're flipping through your pocket change or checking your coin jar, keep an eye out for this beauty. If it's in good shape, it might just be worth much more than you think. Who knows? You could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Top 2, we've got an incredible story to tell. One about a coin that might just be hiding in your collection, waiting to make you a small fortune. We're talking about the United States of America $quarter Indiana edition from 2002. This particular coin may look like just another state quarter, but don't be fooled, it has a surprising value that could leave you shocked. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know just how much this coin could really be worth. Let's take a step back in time. The Indiana State Quarter was released as part of the 50 State Quarters program, a nationwide initiative by the U.S. Mint to honor the individual states. Each state received its own unique quarter, with designs celebrating the history and culture of that region. The Indiana Quarter, released in 2002, is one of those coins that caught the attention of many collectors due to its design, historical significance, and later, its surprising rarity. The reverse of the Indiana quarter features an elegant design that represents the state's agricultural roots. You'll see a farm scene with a plow and a bundle of wheat, a nod to Indiana's strong farming tradition. The design is simple yet powerful, reflecting the hard-working spirit of the people in the Hoosier state. Above the farm scene, there's an inscription that reads, "The Crossroads of America," which is Indiana's nickname. This phrase speaks to the state's central role in the nation's transportation network, being a major hub for highways and railroads. On the obverse side, as with all state quarters, you'll find the iconic portrait of George Washington. But it's the reverse side that makes the Indiana quarter so unique. It captures the essence of Indiana, its agricultural heritage, its central location, and its importance in the development of the United States. Now, let's dive into what makes this coin stand out to collectors. While the Indiana quarter was minted in large numbers, like most state quarters, there's something about this particular coin that has caused its value to rise dramatically over time. As with any collectible, the condition of the coin is paramount. A well-preserved, uncirculated coin is always more valuable than one that has been worn down by years of circulation. The real treasure, however, lies in the rare errors and unique features that some of these coins have. One such error is the double die mistake, which happens when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled in certain areas. These errors are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, as they make the coin stand out from the regular issue. If you're lucky enough to have one of these error coins, you could be sitting on a hidden gem. So, how much could this Indiana quarter be worth? If you happen to have one of these quarters in mint condition, or, even better, a rare double die error coin, you could be looking at a jaw-dropping value. The right Indiana quarter could be worth as much as $47,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $47,000 for a single coin. Now that you know just how much potential value this little quarter holds, make sure to check your collection and keep your eyes peeled for any of these rare finds. If you've got one of these coins in pristine condition, or even better, with a rare minting error, don't let it slip away. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 3, we've got a fascinating find to share with you, the United States of America $quarter Maryland edition from the year 2000. At first glance, this might just seem like another state quarter, but trust me, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Stick with us until the end, because by the time this video is over, you'll be shocked at just how much this Maryland quarter could be worth. Let's get into it. To start, let's talk a little bit about the Maryland quarter and its place in history. The Maryland quarter was released in 2000 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program. This program aimed to honor each of the 50 states with a unique quarter design that reflected the state's history, culture, and heritage. Maryland's design is both rich in meaning and symbolism, paying tribute to the state's historical roots and the Maryland flag. If you take a closer look at the reverse side of the Maryland quarter, you'll see an incredible design. The state's coat of arms is depicted, showcasing the distinctive red and white colors of the Maryland flag. The coat of arms features a gold shield with black and white patterns and 2 crossed swords. Above the emblem is the state motto, Fati Masciai, Parole Femin, which translates to manly deeds, womanly words. This motto speaks to the strength and resolve of the people of Maryland, as well as the state's rich colonial history. Now, you might be thinking that this is just another quarter, but here's where things get interesting. The Maryland quarter, while part of a widely circulated set of coins, has become a sought-after piece for collectors. The value of coins like this one really depends on a few key factors, most importantly its condition. In general, a coin that has been well preserved and not heavily circulated is worth far more than one that has seen years of use. But here's the real kicker, certain variants of the Maryland quarter are even rarer and can bring in some serious money. For example, if you happen to have an error coin from the minting process, like a double die or a misalignment, then you've got yourself a potentially valuable piece. These types of errors are incredibly rare, and collectors are constantly on the lookout for them. The demand for these rare error coins has caused their values to skyrocket over the years, making them a real treasure for any coin enthusiast. Now, let's get to the juicy part, the value. If you've got a 2000 Maryland quarter that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, you might be surprised by what it could be worth. And if you have an error coin, the value goes even higher. You could be looking at a staggering $51,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $51,000 for a single quarter. Imagine that. Something as small as a quarter can hold such immense value, and you could be one of the lucky few to own one of these rare treasures. It just goes to show that sometimes, even the most seemingly ordinary items can hold extraordinary worth. So, the next time you're sorting through your coin collection, be sure to give that Maryland quarter another look. If it's in great shape, or better yet, if it's one of those rare error coins, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Top 4, we're uncovering the hidden value of a coin that might just surprise you, the United States of America $quarter Guam edition from 2009. This coin might look like just another quarter, but don't be fooled, there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be absolutely amazed by the true worth of this special Guam quarter. Let's dive in. Let's first set the stage by talking about the significance of the Guam quarter. Released in 2009, this coin is part of the U.S. Territory series, which honored the 5 U.S. territories with unique quarter designs. Unlike the 50-state quarters program, the U.S. Territory series is relatively rare, which already makes coins like the Guam quarter highly sought after by collectors. The 2009 Guam quarter is especially noteworthy because it celebrates the unique cultural and historical contributions of this Pacific island. The design on the reverse side of the Guam quarter features a beautiful, intricate depiction of the island's famous symbol, the latte stone. The latte stone is a traditional Chamorro structure, representing the island's ancient culture. These stones were once used as supports for elevated houses, and they hold deep cultural and historical significance to the people of Guam. Surrounding the stone is a picturesque view of the island's tropical coastline, complete with waves lapping against the shore, further emphasizing the beauty of Guam's natural landscape. On the obverse, you'll find the standard image of George Washington, which appears on all quarters. But it's the reverse that really sets the Guam quarter apart, making it a standout coin for collectors who value both history and artistry in their collections. Now, let's talk about why this coin has become so valuable. While the Guam quarter was released in large numbers, like most of the quarters in the U.S. Territory series, the real value comes in when we look at the coin's rarity and condition. As with any collectible coin, the key to its worth is how well it has been preserved. Coins that have been stored properly, avoiding heavy circulation, tend to hold much higher value than those that show signs of wear and tear. But here's the exciting part: some Guam quarters were minted with small errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes. These minting errors are incredibly rare, and they can significantly boost the coin's value. Collectors are always on the lookout for these errors because they make the coin even more unique and desirable. If you happen to have one of these error coins, you could be sitting on a small treasure. Now, here's the big reveal: the value of this remarkable coin. If you've got a 2009 Guam quarter in mint condition, you're already looking at a nice find. But if you've got a rare error coin, such as one with a double die or a misalignment, the value skyrockets. This little gem could be worth as much as $56,000. Yes, you heard that right, $56,000 for a single quarter. So, next time you're going through your coin collection or checking your pocket change, make sure you don't overlook the 2009 Guam quarter. If it's in great condition, or even better, if it has a rare minting error, you could be holding a piece of history that's worth a small fortune. Top 5, we're shining a spotlight on a coin that you might have overlooked but could be sitting on a small fortune: the United States of America $quarter Idaho edition from 2007. At first glance, this might seem like just another state quarter, but trust me, there's so much more to it than meets the eye. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much this Idaho quarter could be worth. Let's get started. To understand the value of the 2007 Idaho quarter, let's take a quick look back at its history. The Idaho quarter was released in 2007 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, which aimed to honor each of the 50 states with a unique quarter design. Idaho's design, like all the state quarters, reflects the state's culture, history, and natural beauty. The Idaho quarter was released to celebrate the gem state, and it's a coin that has captured the attention of collectors for several reasons. On the reverse side of the Idaho quarter, you'll find a beautiful design that features a soaring peregrine falcon, one of the state's most majestic birds, with a backdrop of the rugged Sawtooth Mountains. The falcon is a symbol of strength and grace, while the mountains speak to Idaho's stunning natural landscape, known for its outdoor beauty in vast wilderness areas. The design is simple but striking, and it perfectly encapsulates the spirit of Idaho: wild, free, and full of adventure. The words "This is the Gem State" are inscribed above the image, reinforcing Idaho's nickname. On the obverse, of course, you'll see the familiar portrait of George Washington, which appears on all quarters, but it's the reverse design that makes this particular coin stand out. Idaho's quarter is part of a series that continues to be highly collectible, especially for those who love both coinage and the natural world. Now, let's talk about the value of the 2007 Idaho quarter. When most people look at these quarters, they might think they're worth just 25 cents, but you'd be surprised at how much they can really fetch, especially when you take condition into account. Coins that have been carefully stored in pristine, uncirculated condition tend to hold far more value than those that have been through years of circulation. So, the first thing to look for when evaluating an Idaho quarter is its condition. If it's free of scratches, stains, or signs of heavy wear, you might already be sitting on something valuable. But that's not all. What really makes certain Idaho quarters stand out is the presence of minting errors. These errors can happen during the manufacturing process and often make the coin unique. Some of the most valuable coins are those with errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, which are incredibly rare. If you happen to have one of these error coins in your collection, it could be worth significantly more than a standard issue coin. So, how much could this Idaho quarter be worth if it's in excellent condition or has a rare minting error? If you're lucky enough to have a pristine, uncirculated version, it could be worth a pretty penny. But if you have an error coin, the value could go through the roof. The 2007 Idaho quarter could be worth as much as $42,000. Yes, you heard that right, $42,000 for a single Idaho quarter. That's an incredible amount of money for a coin that might look ordinary at first glance. Imagine finding this coin in your collection or in your pocket change. The value of coins like these just goes to show how important it is to pay attention to the details, especially when it comes to rare minting errors. It's always worth checking your quarters before you pass them on, because you never know when you might have a hidden gem on your hands. Top 6, we're going to talk about a coin that could be worth far more than you'd expect: the United States of America $quarter Connecticut edition from 1999. This coin might look like just another state quarter, but there's a fascinating story behind it and a surprising value that's sure to leave you speechless. Stick with us until the end, because you won't believe how much this Connecticut quarter could be worth. Let's start by diving into the history behind the Connecticut quarter. Released in 1999, this quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which was designed to celebrate each state's unique heritage and cultural significance. The Connecticut quarter is a tribute to the state's rich history, and it's one that many collectors have kept a close eye on for years. The reverse of the Connecticut quarter showcases an image that speaks to the state's colonial roots. It features the famous charter oak tree, which is a symbol of Connecticut's role in the history of American democracy. The story behind the charter oak is legendary. In 1687, the royal governor of Connecticut attempted to seize the colony's original charter, but the document was hidden in the hollow of the oak tree, sparking an act of defiance that would become a symbol of freedom and independence. The quarter's design beautifully captures this powerful piece of history, with the oak tree standing tall in the center, flanked by the inscriptions, "The Charter Oak" and "Connecticut." It's a design that honors both the state's colonial past and its importance in American history. On the obverse side, as with all U.S. quarters, you'll find George Washington's portrait, but it's the reverse side that really makes this quarter stand out. The Charter Oak's legacy resonates with anyone who knows the story, and it's exactly this connection to Connecticut's history that has made this coin so desirable to collectors. But what really elevates this coin to another level in the world of numismatics is its rarity and condition. The Connecticut quarter was minted in large quantities, so many of them were heavily circulated, losing their pristine qualities over time. This means that finding one in uncirculated, mint condition is quite rare, and that's where the value lies. So, what makes this coin so valuable? The answer lies in its condition and a few rare minting errors that occurred during the production process. Some Connecticut quarters have been found with slight design variations or minting defects, such as double strikes or off-center impressions. These errors are extremely rare, and collectors will pay a premium for them, making the coin even more desirable. In fact, error coins like these can significantly increase the quarter's worth, turning what seems like an ordinary piece of currency into something truly extraordinary. So, how much could your 1999 Connecticut quarter be worth? Well, if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could already be worth a decent amount, but if you're lucky enough to have an error coin, especially one with a double die or a minting flaw, it could fetch a fortune. You could be sitting on a rare treasure worth an astounding $63,000, yes, you heard that right, $63,000 for a single Connecticut quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin you might have lying around could be worth so much, especially when you consider how many of these quarters were produced and circulated. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection or digging through your pocket change, make sure to take a closer look at your Connecticut quarters. If it's in great condition, or even better, if it has one of those rare minting errors, you could have a hidden gem that's worth a small fortune. Top 7, we're diving into one of the hidden gems of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, the United States of America Quarter Dollar West Virginia edition from 2005. At first glance, this may look like just another state quarter, but trust me, there's a lot more to it than you might think. Stick around until the end, and you'll be blown away by the value this little coin could have. Let's jump right in. To start off, let's talk a bit about the history behind the West Virginia quarter. Released in 2005, it was part of the State Quarter series, which honored the 50 states by issuing a special quarter for each one. West Virginia's quarter pays tribute to the state's rugged terrain, its significant role in the nation's history, and the natural beauty that draws visitors from all over. The design on the reverse side of the quarter is one of the most memorable of the entire series. The West Virginia quarter features a stunning depiction of the Appalachian Mountains, which stretch across much of the state and have been vital to West Virginia's identity. A miner's pick and shovel are crossed in the foreground, paying homage to the state's coal mining heritage, which was once a central part of its economy. Above the miner's tools is the state motto, Montani Semper Liberi, which translates to "Mountaineers are always free." This motto reflects the independent spirit of the people of West Virginia, making it not just a coin, but a symbol of the state's proud and resilient history. The design is simple yet powerful, capturing the essence of West Virginia's culture and the important role its natural resources and hardworking people have played in shaping America. If you've ever visited the state or admired its mountainous landscapes, you'll recognize just how fitting this quarter's design is. Now, let's get to the part that really excites collectors: the value of this coin. While the West Virginia quarter was minted in large quantities, it's the coins in pristine condition that are the most valuable. The key factor that drives the price of a coin like this is its condition. Coins that have been kept in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated and show signs of wear and tear. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin, but the real treasure lies in those rare varieties and minting errors. As with all coins, some West Virginia quarters were released with subtle errors, such as double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These types of minting flaws are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors, making them even more valuable than standard issue coins. So, if you're lucky enough to own one of these error coins, your West Virginia quarter could be worth far more than you ever imagined. So, just how much can a 2005 West Virginia quarter be worth? If you have a pristine, uncirculated example, you could be looking at a nice little find. But if you have one of the rare minting errors, like a double die or misaligned strike, you might be sitting on a real treasure. The value of a 2005 West Virginia quarter could reach an incredible $43,000, yes, you heard that right, $43,000 for a single quarter. It's truly mind-blowing to think that something as small as a coin could be worth so much. So, if you happen to come across a West Virginia quarter from 2005 in great condition, or even better, one with an error, you could be looking at a small fortune right in your pocket. The next time you're going through your coin collection or checking your pocket change, don't overlook the 2005 West Virginia quarter. If it's in perfect condition, or better yet, if it has a rare minting error, you could have a treasure worth thousands. Top 8, we have an exciting treat for you. We're diving into the fascinating world of the United States of America quarter dollar, specifically the New Hampshire edition from the year 2000. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another addition to the 50-state quarters program, but hold on, this coin could be worth way more than you expect. Stick with us, and by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at how much this quarter could actually be worth. The New Hampshire quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, which was launched to celebrate the unique history, culture, and identity of each state. Released in 2000, this quarter commemorates New Hampshire's rich history, its role in the American Revolution, and its enduring spirit of independence. But what makes this quarter truly special is its design. On the reverse side of the quarter, we see a beautifully crafted depiction of the Old Man of the Mountain, a famous natural rock formation that stood in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. The Old Man of the Mountain was one of the state's most iconic landmarks, and its image was deeply tied to the state's identity. The design captures the profile of the mountain's face, showcasing the natural beauty of New Hampshire. The inscription, "Live Free or Die," New Hampshire's state motto, is prominently displayed above the rock formation, reminding us of the state's proud tradition of liberty and independence. This powerful imagery is what makes the New Hampshire quarter stand out from the rest in the 50-state quarters collection. It's not just a coin, it's a tribute to the state's history, a celebration of its most famous landmark, and a reminder of the enduring ideals of freedom that are central to the American spirit. Now, let's talk about what really drives the value of this coin. As with any collectible, the key to its worth lies in its condition. The 2000 New Hampshire quarter was minted in large numbers, so many of these coins were heavily circulated, resulting in wear and tear over the years. But if you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a valuable piece of history. Coins that have been well preserved, without scratches or significant signs of wear, are always worth more to collectors, but what makes this particular coin even more exciting is the possibility of minting errors. As with all coins, there are sometimes slight imperfections that occur during the production process, such as double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These minting flaws can be extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, which drives up the coin's value. If you're lucky enough to have one of these error coins, the value could soar much higher than the standard issue. So, what exactly could this New Hampshire quarter be worth? If you're lucky enough to have a pristine, uncirculated example, it's already more valuable than the average quarter. But if you happen to have a rare minting error on your hands, your coin could be worth an incredible amount. The value of the 2000 New Hampshire quarter could reach a staggering $59,000, that's right, $59,000 for a single New Hampshire quarter. It's hard to believe that a coin that may seem like just another state quarter could hold such a high value, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure, and the 2000 New Hampshire quarter could just be one of those coins. So, the next time you're sorting through your coin collection or checking your change, take a closer look at your 2000 New Hampshire quarters. If they're in great condition, or even better, if they have a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Top 9, we have something incredibly exciting to talk about, an overlooked gem in the world of coin collecting, the United States of America quarter dollar, Arizona edition from 2008. This isn't just any regular quarter. If you're a collector, you'll want to stick around to the end because this coin could be worth a lot more than you might imagine. Keep watching to find out just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth, so let's take a step back and talk about the Arizona quarter itself. Released in 2008 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, this coin represents the Grand Canyon State, celebrating Arizona's deep ties to the American Southwest and its stunning landscapes. What makes this quarter stand out is the design on the reverse side, which captures the beauty and spirit of Arizona in one striking image. The quarter features the iconic saguaro cactus, which is an unmistakable symbol of the Arizona desert. Rising tall and proud, this cactus is not only a national icon but also a perfect representation of the resilience of Arizona's unique desert environment. In the background, you can see the Grand Canyon, another symbol synonymous with the state and one of the most famous landmarks in the world. The state motto, Grand Canyon State, is inscribed above the image, along with Arizona at the bottom. This design is a tribute to Arizona's breathtaking natural beauty and its place in the American story, but it's not just the design that makes this quarter worth your attention. Arizona, like all of the 50 state quarters, was minted in large quantities, so most of these coins circulated widely. As a result, many of them show signs of wear and tear, which naturally reduces their value. But if you happen to find one of these quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition, it can be much more valuable than you might think. And of course, if you're lucky enough to come across one with a minting error, you could be sitting on a real treasure. Minting errors are a major factor in the value of many collectible coins. They happen when something goes wrong during the production process, like a double die, where the image is struck twice, or an off-center strike, where the design isn't properly aligned. These kinds of errors can make a coin incredibly rare and desirable to collectors. The more unique the error, the higher the value. So, how much is this 2008 Arizona quarter worth? Well, if you have a pristine uncirculated version, you're already looking at something valuable. However, the real jackpot comes if you have an Arizona quarter with a rare minting error. It could be worth a whopping $47,000, yes, you heard that right, $47,000 for just one Arizona quarter. It's hard to believe that a coin so small could hold such incredible value, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. Coins with rare minting errors are worth more than their face value, and some of them can bring in thousands of dollars at auction. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection or checking your pocket change, make sure to take a close look at your 2008 Arizona quarters. If you find one in great condition, or better yet, one with a minting error, you could be looking at a small fortune right in your hands. Top 10, and last rare coin for you, we're going to explore the United States of America quarter dollar, Harper's Ferry edition, from 2016. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful quarter series, and while it might seem like just another commemorative quarter, it's got some hidden value that might surprise you. Stick around until the end, because we'll reveal how much this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth. The Harper's Ferry quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful quarters program, which honored national parks and historic sites across the United States. Harper's Ferry National Historical Park in West Virginia is home to an iconic moment in American history, the location of John Brown's famous raid on the Armory in 1859. This raid was a pivotal event in the years leading up to the Civil War, as John Brown's attempt to spark a slave revolt drew national attention to the issue of slavery in the United States. So, naturally, the design on the quarter captures this dramatic chapter of American history. On the reverse side of the Harper's Ferry quarter, you'll find an image of John Brown's fort, the building that played a crucial role in the raid. The fort was once the Armory building at Harper's Ferry and became the focal point of Brown's desperate attempt to arm enslaved people in his fight for freedom. The quarter's design beautifully depicts the fort with the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers in the background, along with a silhouette of Brown's men. The coin also includes the inscription, Harper's Ferry, along the top and West Virginia, along the bottom, marking the state and its deep historical connection to the story. What makes this quarter particularly unique is not just the historical significance behind the design but the fact that it's part of a limited edition series celebrating the nation's most important landmarks. As with any coin, the condition of the piece plays a crucial role in its value. Most of these coins were released into circulation and saw heavy use, which means finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is rare, and that's where the value comes in. Coins that have been kept in mint condition fetch much higher prices than those that show signs of wear. However, the real value of this coin comes from the potential for errors. Minting errors can make any coin much more valuable, and the Harper's Ferry quarter is no exception. Whether it's a double die, an off-center strike, or a misalignment, coins with minting flaws are always in high demand among collectors. If you happen to own one of these error coins, it could dramatically increase the worth of your Harper's Ferry quarter. So, how much could this 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter be worth? If you've got a well-preserved, uncirculated coin, you're already looking at a nice collector's item. But if you have an error coin, your quarter could be worth much more. The value of this 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter could reach an incredible $27,000. Yes, you heard it correctly, $27,000 for a single quarter. It's hard to believe that a coin with such a seemingly low face value could command such a high price, but that's the world of coin collecting. Coins with unique historical significance, especially those with minting errors, can fetch astounding amounts at auction. So, if you're digging through your coin collection or checking your spare change, don't overlook the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter. If it's in pristine condition, or even better, if it has a rare minting error, you might just have a hidden treasure worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more rare and valuable coins that could be lurking in your collection, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!